It was written by, excuse my phone here, hold on.
Does it matter?
It was written by Thornton Wilder. Yeah, it matters.
Okay.
And directed by Matt Jewett, Liz McKenney, and Delaney Graffione.
In it, you will see Jack Edflug, Chella Jenkins, Cameron Snook, Maddie Gisela, and many others.
We're not prepared for this.
I don't know.
At this time, please silence your cell phones and electronic devices. Talking to you. No flash photography as it distracts the actors. The exits are through the entrance you came through and the sides as marked by the signs on the curtains. Let us pray. Dear Jesus, we heard about an accident on Ivan Russ tonight. So far, we know about one person injured. Please help them get home safe, or if we know them, help anyone that knows them. Probably wasn't the best for people to come in this direction, but it's not something we can fix. And just really need your help and support, especially on stage tonight, as it's night 2 and we had a great night last night, as you know, but doesn't mean people are any less stressed. So help them focus and take a deep breath and know it's all in your hands and all in your plan. Amen.
Amen. The name of the town is Grover's Corners, New Hampshire.
Just across the Massachusetts line. Latitude 42 degrees, 40 minutes. Longitude 70 degrees, 37
The first
minutes.
act shows a day in our town. The day is May 7, 1901, and the time is just before dawn. The morning star, the sky, is beginning to show a few streaks of light over in the east there behind our mountain. The morning star gets wonderfully bright the minute it has to go, doesn't it? Well, I'd better show you how our town lies.
Up here's Main Street. Way back there's a railway station. Tracks go that-a-way.
And across the tracks are some Polish families and some Canuck families.
Over here's the Congregational Church. Just across the street's Presbyterian. Methodist and Unitarian are over there, and Baptist is down in the hollow by the river.
And across those tracks are the Catholics.
Over here's the town hall and post office combined. Jails in the basement.
Brian once made a speech from these very steps here.
Along here's a row of stores. Hitching posts and horse blocks are in front of them.
The first automobile will come out in about 5 years.
Belongs to banker Cartwrights, our richest citizens. They live in the big white house at the top of the hill.
Over here's the grocery store. Oh, and Mr. Morgan's drugstore.
Almost everybody looks into those 2 stores at least once a day.
Public school's over yonder, and high school's even further down.
9 a.m.s, mornings, noon times, and 3 o'clock afternoons, the whole town can hear the screaming from those schoolyards.
This is our doctor's house, Doc Gibbs. This is the back door.
That's the back door.
Back door.
Excuse you.
And there's some scenery. For those of you who think they need to have scenery.
And this is Mrs. Gibbs' garden.
Corn, peas, beans, hollyhock, heliotrope, and a lot of burdock.
In those days, our newspaper came out twice a week, the Grover's Corner Sentinel, and this is Editor Webb's house, and this is Mrs. Webb's garden, just the same as Mrs. Gibbs.
Only it has a lot of sunflowers too.
And right here
There's nothing else.
is a big butternut tree.
Excuse you.
Yeah, it's a real nice town. You know what I mean.
Nobody very remarkable ever came out of it, as far as we know.
The earliest tombstones up there in the cemetery on the mountain say 1670 and 1680. There's the graveyard. You have Cartwrights, your Herseys, your Gibbs. Same name still around here today.
Well, as I said, it's about dawn. The only lights on in town are in a cottage over by the tracks where a Polish mother's just had twins. And in the Joe Crowell house where Joe Crowell Jr. is getting up so as to deliver the paper. And in the depot, Shorty Hawkins is getting ready to flag the 545 for Boston. Naturally, in the country, all around, lights have been on for some time now, what with the milkings and so on. But town people sleep late.
So, another day has begun.
There's Doc Gibbs coming down Main Street now, coming back from that baby case. And there's his wife come down to get breakfast.
Doc Gibbs died in 1930. The new hospital's named after him. Mrs. Gibbs died first.
A long time ago, in fact.
She went to go visit her daughter Rebecca, who had married an insurance man in Canton, Ohio. She died there, pneumonia, but her body was brought back here. Now she's in with a whole mess of Herseys and Gibbs.
Her name was Julia Hersey before she married Doc Gibbs in the Congregational Church.
In our town, we like to know the facts about everyone. Here's Mrs. Webb come down to get her breakfast, too. That's Doc Gibbs. Got that call at 1:30 in the morning. And here's Joe Crowell Jr. delivering Mr. Webb's Sentinel.
Good morning, Doc Gibbs.
Morning, Joe.
Anybody been sick?
No, just some twins born over in Polish Town.
Would you like your papers now?
Yes, I'll take it. Anything serious going on in the world since Wednesday?
Oh, yes, sir. My school teacher, Miss Foster's, getting married to a fellow over in, Concord.
I declare. How do you boys feel about that?
Well, of course, it's none of my business, but seems to me if someone becomes a teacher, she ought to stay one.
Oh, how's your knee, Joe?
Oh, fine, Doc. I never think about it anymore. It's only like you said. It only ever tells me when it's going to rain.
What's it saying today? Going to rain?
Oh, no, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
You ever make a mistake?
Oh, no, sir.
Want to tell you something about that boy, Joe Crowell there. Joe was awfully bright. Graduated high school here ahead of his class, so he got a scholarship to Massachusetts Tech. Graduated head of his class there, too. It was all wrote up in the Boston paper at the time. Going to be a great engineer, Joe was. But then the war broke out, and he died in France.
All that education for nothing.
Giddy up, Bessie. What is the matter with you today?
Here's Howie Newsome delivering the milk.
Morning, Doc.
Morning, Howie.
Someone sick?
Just a pair of twins over to Mrs. Gorslowski's.
Twins, eh? This town's getting bigger every year.
Is it going to rain, Howie?
No. It's a fine day. That'll pull through. Come on, Bessie.
Hello, Bessie. How old is she, Howie?
Going on 17. Bessie's been all mixed up since the Lockers stopped taking their quart of milk every day. She keeps wanting me to leave them one just the same. She scolded me the whole trip.
Good morning, Howie.
Good morning, Mrs. Gibbs. Doc's just coming down the street.
Is he? It seems like you're late today.
Yeah, something went wrong with the separator. I don't know what it was.
Children, time to get up.
Come on, Bessie.
Everything all right, Frank?
Yes. I declare, easy as kittens.
Sit down and drink your coffee. You can catch a couple more hours of sleep again, can't you?
Mrs. Wentworth's coming at 11. Guess I know what it's about, too. Her stomach ain't what it ought to be.
All told, Frank, you won't get more than 3 hours of sleep. I don't know what's to become of you. I do wish you could go someplace and get a real good rest and change. I think it could do you good.
Emily, time to get up. Wally, 7 o'clock.
I declare, Frank, you must talk to George. He's no help to me at all. He can't even get me to cut me any, wood or anything.
Is he sassy to you?
No, he just whines. All he thinks about is baseball.
George, look sharp.
Yes, Pa.
George?
I guess I'll go catch 40 winks.
Wally, you wash yourself good or I'm going to come up there and do it myself. Ma, what dress shall I wear?
I washed and ironed a blue gingham one for you special.
I hate that dress.
Oh, hush up with you.
Every day I go to school dressed like a sick, turkey.
Now, Rebecca, you always look very nice.
Mama, George is throwing soap
I'm
at
gonna
me.
come up and slap the two of you. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, we've got a factory in our town too. Hear it? Makes blankets. Cartwrights own it, and it brought him a fortune.
Children, no, I won't have it. Breakfast is just as good as any other meal, and I won't have you gobbling like wolves. It'll stunt your growth. That's a fact. Put away your book, Wally.
But, Ma, by 10 o'clock I gotta know all about Canada.
You know the rules as well as I do. No books at the table. As for me, I'd rather have my children healthy than bright.
Well, I'm both, Mama. You know I am. I'm the brightest girl in school for my age. I have a wonderful memory.
Eat your breakfast.
But, Ma, I'm bright too when I'm looking at my stamp collection.
It seems to me like 25 cents a week is enough for a boy your age. I don't know how you managed to spend it all.
Oh, Ma, I got a lot of things to buy.
Strawberry phosphates. That's what you spend it on?
I don't see how Rebecca comes to have so much money. She has more than $1.
I've been saving enough gradual.
Rebecca, it's nice to spend every once in a while.
Mama, do you know what I love most in the world? Do you? Money.
Eat your breakfast.
I don't want any
I
more.
gotta hurry.
Go fast,
Look,
please.
Proud. I sent her my best
Pull your hands
congratulations.
back.
Can you remember that?
Yes.
Oh, you look very nice, Rebecca.
Emily.
Remember to pick up your feet.
Bye.
Okay. Here, chick, 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 chicks. Here, chick, 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 chicks. No, go along with you. Here, chick, 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 chicks. Fight, 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 that's all you do. Huh, you don't belong to me. Where'd you come from? Good morning, Myrtle. How was your cold?
I still get that tickly feeling in my throat. I told Charles I didn't if I would go to choir practice tonight. I wouldn't be any use.
Have you tried singing over your voice?
Yes, but I can't seem to do that and stay on the same key. Anyways, while I'm resting, I told myself I'd string some of these beans for the winter.
Let me help you. Beans have been good this season.
I told myself I'm gonna put up 40 quarts, even if it kills me. The children say that they hate them, but I've noticed they're able to get them down all winter.
Myrtle, can I tell you something? Because if I don't tell anybody, I'm gonna burst.
Why, Julia Gibbs?
Did one of those second-hand furniture men from Boston come to see you last Friday?
No.
Well, he called on me. At first, I thought he was a patient waiting to see Dr. Gibbs. And then he wormed his way into my parlor, and Myrtle Webb, he offered me $350 for Grandmother Wentworth's highboy as I'm sitting there.
Why, Julia Gibbs!
That old thing. Why, it was so big, I didn't know where to put it, so I almost gave it to Cousin Hester Wilcox.
Well, you're gonna take it, aren't you?
I don't know.
$350, and you don't know what has come over you!
Well, if I could get the doc to take the money, I'd sell it like that. And you know, Myrtle, it's been a dream of my life to see Paris, France. Oh, it sounds crazy, I suppose, but I've been promising myself that if I ever got the chance...
What does the doctor think about this?
Well, I'd have to beat her on the bush a little bit and said if I got the legacy, that's the way I'd put it. I'd make him take me.
And what did he say?
Well, you know how he is. I haven't heard a serious word out of him since I've known him. No, he said. It might make him discontented with Grover's Cornerstone traipsing through Europe. Better let well enough alone, he says. Every 2 years we take the trips to the Civil Wars. And he says that's enough treat for anybody, he says.
Well, Mr. Webb just admires the way that Dr. Gibbs knows everything there is to know about the Civil War. Mr. Webb is a good enough mind to give up Napoleon and move over to the Civil War. Only him seeing being Dr. Gibbs the best expert in the whole town, it just makes him despair.
It's a fact. Doc Gibbs is never as happy as when he's at Antietam or Gettysburg. The amount of times I went over those hills, Myrtle, like we're gonna buy the place.
Well, if that second-hand man is really serious about buying it, Julia, you sell it. And you'll get to see Paris, France all right. Just keep beating around the bush a little bit. That's how I got to see the Atlantic Ocean.
I'm sorry I had to mention it. But it just seems to me like once in your life before you die, you ought to visit a country where they don't speak English and they don't even want to.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Now we're going to skip a few hours, but first we want a little more information about the town. Kind of a scientific account, you might say. So I've asked Professor Willard of our state university to sketch in a few details of our past history here. Is Professor Willard here? Oh. May I introduce Professor Willard? Oh, of our state university. Oh.
Thank you.
It's a lot of notes.
Thank you.
A few brief notes. Thank you, Professor. Unfortunately, our time is limited. Our time.
Grover's Corners.
Okay.
Let me see. Grover's Corners lies on the old Pleistocene granite of the Appalachian Range. It's some of the oldest land in the world. We're very proud of that.
You're dropping those.
A shelf of Devonian basalt crosses it with the vestiges of Mesozoic shale and some sandstone outcroppings, but that's all more recent. 200, 300 million years old.
Can you go a little more?
Some highly interesting fossils have been found 2 miles outside of town in Silas Peckham's cow pasture. These fossils can be seen at the museum in our university
Professor.
at any time. That is, any reasonable time, of course. Oh, shall I read you some of Professor Gruber's notes on the meteorological situation? Mean precipitation, etc.?
Afraid we won't have time for that, Professor. We might have a few words on the history of man here.
Yes. Anthropological data. Early Amerindian stock.
Not that far back.
Cochattaway tribes. No evidence before the 10th century of this era.
That's a little
now seem to
past.
Entirely disappear.
Any other
possible traces within 3 families?
Traces of what?
Migration towards the end of the 17th century.
Little
English blue-eyed brachiophilic stock. Since then, some
do you know what that is?
Slav and Mediterranean.
I don't know what that.
I don't know.
The population, Professor.
The population within the town's limits is 2,640.
Oh, just a moment, Professor. We just had a pair of twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
The population at the moment is 2,642. The postal code brings in 507 more, making a total of 3,167. Birth and mortality rate constant, of course. By McPherson's gauge, around 6,032.
Oh, no, don't do that.
By Anderson's gauge, it's more like...
Thank you very much, Professor.
Yeah.
We're all very much obliged to you, I'm sure.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I have more if you need.
No, that's okay. Yeah, this way, Professor. Oh, yep, those are.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, don't drop those. Hey, anytime. You got it. Oh, lost a shoe. It's really cool. It's really cool. Now, the political and social report, Editor Webb. Mr. Webb?
Sorry, he just cut his hand while cutting an apple.
Oh,
that's
really cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I thought that was funny.
Mrs. Webb, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Charles! Everybody's waiting!
Mr. Webb is publisher and editor of the Grover's Corner Sentinel. That's our local paper, you know. That's cool.
Well, I don't have to tell you that we're run here by a board of selectmen. All males vote at the age of 21. Women vote indirect. We're lower middle class, sprinkling in a bit of professional men, 10% illiterate laborers. Politically, we are 86% Republican, 6% Democrat, 4% Socialist, rest indifferent. And religiously, we are 85% Protestants, 12% Catholics, and rest indifferent.
Have you any comments, Mr. Webb?
A very ordinary town, if you ask me. A lot better behaved than most, but probably a lot duller, too. But the young people seem to like it here well enough. 90% of them, after graduating high school, settle down right here to live, even after they've been away to college.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to ask Editor Webb anything about the town?
Is there much drinking in Grover's Corners?
Well, ma'am, it depends what you'd call much. Saturday nights, the farmhands do meet down at Ellery's greenhouse and holler some. We do have one or two town drunks, but they're always having a remorse every time an evangelist comes to town. No, ma'am, liquor ain't a common thing in the household here. Not unless it's in the medicine chest. Downright good for snake bite, you know, always was.
Is there no one in town?
Oh, hey. Come forward, will you? Where we can all hear you.
Okay.
Thank you. What were you saying?
What I said is there no one in town aware of social injustice or industrial inequality?
Oh, yes, everybody is something terrible. Seems like all they talk about is who's rich and who's poor.
Well, then why don't they do something about it? All these people. Get out. Get through.
Well, I don't know. I guess everybody's hunting for the chance that the diligent and sensible rise to the top, and the lazy and quarrelsome, well, they sink to the bottom. Meanwhile, we do all that we can to help those who can't help themselves, and the ones that can, we leave alone. Are there any other questions?
Oh, Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb, is there any culture or love of beauty in Grover's Corners?
Well, ma'am, there isn't much. Not in the sense that you mean. Although, come to think of it, there are some girls who play piano down at high school commencement. Though they ain't happy about it. No, ma'am, there isn't much culture here. But maybe this is the place to tell you that we've got a lot of pleasures of a kind here. We like the sun rising up over the mountains in the morning. And we do notice the birds. We pay a lot of attention to them. And we do notice the seasons. Yes, the seasons, everybody knows about those. But other than that, ma'am, you're right. There ain't much. Robinson Crusoe in the Bible, and Handel's Largo, we all know that, and Whistler's mother, but that's just about as far as we go.
So I thought. Thank you, Mr. Webb.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Now we'll go back to the town. It's early afternoon. All 2,642 have had their dinners, and all the dishes have been washed. There's an early afternoon calm in our town, a buzzing and a humming from the school buildings. Only a few buggies on Main Street, horses dozing at the hitching posts. You all remember what it's like. Doc Gibbs is in his office, tapping people and making them say ah. Mr. Webb's cutting his lawn over here. 1 man in 10 thinks it's a privilege to push his own lawnmower. No, sir, it's later than I thought. There are the children coming home from school already.
I can't, Lois. I've got to go home and help my mother. I promised. Bye.
Emily, walk simply. Who do you think you are today?
Papa, you're terrible. 1 minute you tell me to stand up straight, and the next you call me names. I just don't listen to you.
I've never gotten a kiss from such a great lady before.
Excuse me, Mrs. Forrest.
You can't call line. We're in a show. Go out and play. Go out and play in the field, young man. You got no business playing baseball on Main Street.
Terribly sorry, Mrs. Forrest. Hello, Emily.
Hello.
You made a fine speech in class.
Well, I was really ready to make a speech about the Monroe Doctrine, but at the last minute, Miss Corcoran made me talk about the Louisiana Purchase instead. I worked an awful long time on both of them.
Gee, it's funny. I can just see your head nights when you're doing homework over in your room.
Why, Can you?
You certainly do stick to it. I don't think I could sit still for that long. I guess you like school?
Oh, I always feel it's something you gotta go through.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, really. It passes the time.
Yeah. Say, Emily, we could work out a sort of telegraph system from your window to mine, and you could give me a hint or two on one of those algebra problems. Not the answers, of course, just a few hints.
Oh, I think hints are allowed. So, if you get stuck, George, you whistle to me, and I'll give you some hints.
Emily, you're just naturally bright, I guess.
I figure it's just the way a person's born.
Yeah, but you see, I want to be a farmer, and my Uncle Luke says that whenever I want, I can go over to his farm, and that if I'm any good, I can gradually just have it.
You mean the house and everything?
Yeah. Well, I better be getting out to the baseball fields. Thanks for the talk, Emily. Good afternoon, Mrs. Webb.
Good afternoon, George.
So long.
So long, George.
Emily, come and help me string these beans for the winter. So, George Gibbs, he let himself have a real conversation today, didn't he? Let's see, how old would George Gibbs be?
I don't know.
Let's see, he's about almost 16.
Mama, I made a speech in class today, and I was very good.
You must recite it to your father at supper. What was it about?
The Louisiana Purchase. It was like silk off a spool. I'm going to make speeches all my life. Oh, Mama, are these big enough?
Try to get them a little bigger, if you can.
Mama, will you answer me a question? Serious?
Seriously, dear, not serious.
Seriously, will you?
Of course I will.
Mama, am I good looking?
Yes, of course you are. All my children have got good features. I'd be ashamed if they hadn't.
No, Mama, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, am I pretty?
I've already told you yes. You have a nice, pretty, young face. I've never heard of such foolishness.
Oh, Mama, you never tell us the truth about anything.
I am telling you the truth.
Mama, were you pretty?
Yes. Yes, I was. I was the prettiest girl in town, next to Mammy Cartwright.
Mama, you've got to say something about me. Am I pretty enough to get anybody, to get people interested in
Emily,
me?
you stop that. You make me tired. You are pretty enough for all normal purposes. Now come along and grab that bowl with you.
You're no help at all.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mrs. Webb. Thank you, Emily. Now, there are a few more things we want to explore about the town. I think this is a good time to tell you that the Cartwrights have just begun building a new bank in Grover's Corners.
He went to Vermont. From Marble. Sorry to say.
And they've asked a friend of mine what they should put in the cornerstone for people to dig up 1,000 years from now.
Of course, they put in a copy of the New York Times and a copy of Mr. Webb's Sentinel.
We're kind of interested in this because some scientific fellas have found a way of painting all that reading matter with a glue. A silicate glue that'll make it last 1,000, 2,000 years if it has to.
Putting in a Bible.
And the Constitution of the United States of America.
And a copy of William Shakespeare's plays.
What do you say, folks? What do you think?
You know, Babylon once had 2 million people in it. And all we know about them are the names of the kings, some copies of wheat contracts, contracts for the sale of slaves. Yet every night, all those families sat down to supper, and the father came home from work, and the smoke went up the chimney, same as here. And even in Greece and Rome, all we really know about the real life of the people is what we can piece together from the joking poems and comedies they wrote for theater back then. So I'm gonna have a copy of this put in the cornerstone so that people 1,000 years from now will know a few simple facts about us, more than the Treaty of Versailles and the Lindenberg Flight. You see what I mean? So, people 1,000 years from now, this is the way we were in the provinces north of New York at the beginning of the 20th century. This is the way we were.
In our growing up,
And in our marrying.
And in our living.
And in our dying.
Well, a good deal of time's gone by. You can hear choir practice going on in the Congregational Church.
The children are at home doing their schoolwork.
The day is running down like a tired clock.
Thank you. Now, look here, everybody. Music comes into the world to give pleasure. Okay? Now, again, come on. Okay. Get it out of your heads. That music is only good when it's loud. You leave loudness to the Methodists. You could not beat them, even if you tried, and some of you are trying. Now, again, tenors, come on. Thank you.
Psst, Emily.
Hello?
Hello.
I can't work at all. The moonlight is so terrible.
Emily, did you get the third problem?
Which?
The third?
Why, yes, George. That's the easiest of them all.
I just don't see it. Emily, can you give me a hint?
I'll tell you one thing. The answer's in yards.
In yards? How do you mean?
In square yards.
Oh, in square yards.
Yes, George. Don't you see?
Yeah.
In square yards of wallpaper.
Wallpaper. Oh, I see. Thanks for your help, Emily.
You're welcome. My, isn't the moonlight terrible? And with choir practice going on, I think if you hold your breath, you can hear the train all the way out to Contacute. Hear it?
What do you know?
Well, I guess I'd better get back and try and work.
Good night, Emily.
Good night, George.
Very nice. Now, before I forget, how many of you are able to make it Tuesday afternoon to sing at what's his name? Fred Hersey's wedding? Come on, show your hands. Sure, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll be that'll be fine. That'll be right nice. Now we'll do the same music that we did for Jane Trowbridge's last month. We'll be singing "Art Thou Weary."
Art thou languid? It is a question. Ladies and gentlemen, make it talk. Now, come on.
Oh, George, could you come down here a minute?
Yes, Pa.
Make yourself comfortable, George. I'll only keep you a minute. George, how old are you?
I'm 16, almost 17, Pa.
And what do you want to do after school's over?
Why, you know, I want to be a farmer on Uncle Luke's farm.
You'll be willing? Will you two get up early, milk and feed the stock? And you'll be able to hoe and hay all day?
Why, sure. You know I will. Pa, what do you mean?
Well, George, when I was in my office today, I heard a funny sound. And what do you suppose it was? It was your mother, chopping wood. There you see your mother, getting up early, cooking meals all day, washing and ironing, and yet she has to go out in the backyard and chop wood. I guess she just got tired of asking you. She just gave up and decided it would be easier to do it herself. And you eat her meals, you put on the clothes she keeps nice for you, and you run off and play baseball. Like she's some tired girl we keep around the house, but that we don't like very much. Well, I knew all I had to do was call your attention to it. Here's a handkerchief, son. George, I've decided to raise your spending money 25 cents per week. Not, of course, for chopping wood for your mother, because that's a present you give her, but because you are getting older, and I imagine there are lots of things you must find to do with it.
Thanks, Pa.
Let's see. Tomorrow's your payday. You can count on it. Probably Rebecca feels she ought to get some more, too. Wonder what could have happened to your mother. Choir practice was never as late as this before.
It's only 8:30, Pa.
I don't even know why she's in that old choir. She hasn't any more voice than an old crow, traipsing about the streets at this hour of night. Just about time you retired, don't you think?
Yes, Pa.
Goodbye, Martha. Goodbye, Mr. Foster.
Martha finally got rid of her snaggletooth.
Oh, I'll tell Mr. Webb. I know he'll want to put that in the paper.
My, it's late.
Good night, Irma.
Real nice choir practice, wasn't it? A Myrtle Webb, look at the mood. Potato weather for sure.
Well, since we're alone, really, normally I wouldn't say this in front of the others, but it's the worst scandal in town.
What?
Simon Stimson.
Oh my
no,
goodness.
Luella!
To have the organist of the church drink and drunk year after year. You know he was drunk tonight.
And now, Luella, we all know about Simon Stimson. And Dr. Ferguson knows too. And if Dr. Ferguson can get him to keep his job, the best thing the rest of us can do is just not notice it.
Not notice it? I think it's getting worse.
No, it isn't, Luella. It's getting better. I've been in that choir twice as long as you have, and it doesn't happen anywhere near so often. I better get going. The children will be up to all hours. Good night, Luella.
Can you get home safely, Luella?
Yes, it's practically as bright as day. I can see Mr. Soames scowling through the window. You think we went to a dance, the way the menfolk always carry on.
Well, we had a good time.
You're late enough.
Oh, why, Frank, it ain't any later than usual.
And you stopping at the corner to gossip with a bunch of hens.
Frank, don't be a grouch. Come out and let's smell the heliotrope in the moonlight. Isn't it wonderful? What were you up to while I was away?
Oh, I read, as usual. So, what were the girls gossiping about tonight?
Why, Frank, there's something to gossip about.
Simon Stimson far gone, was he?
The worst I've ever seen him. How will that end, Frank? Dr. Ferguson can't forgive him forever.
I guess I know more about Simon Stimson's affairs than most anybody in this town. Some people aren't made for small town life. I don't know how that'll end, but there's nothing we can do but just leave it alone. Come, get in.
No, not yet. I'm worried about you.
What are you worried about?
Well, it's my duty to make sure you get a real good rest and change. And if I get that legacy, well, I'm going to insist on it.
Now, Julia, there's no sense going over that again.
Frank, you're unreasonable.
Come on, Julia. It's getting late. First thing you know, you'll catch a cold. I gave George a piece of my mind tonight. I reckon you'll have your wood chopped for a while anyway. Oh no, start getting upstairs.
There's just so many things to pick up, it seems like. You know, Frank, Mrs. Fairchild always locks her door at night. All the people of that part of town do.
They're all getting citified. That's the trouble with them. They haven't anything fit to burgle, and everybody knows it.
Move, George.
Get out, Rebecca. There's only room for one at this window. You're always spoiling everything.
Let me look just a minute.
Use your own window.
I did, but there's no moon there. George, do you know what I think? Do you? I think the moon's getting nearer and nearer, and there'll be a big explosion.
Rebecca, you don't know anything. If the moon was getting near, the people that sit up all night with their telescopes would tell about it. And it'd be all in the newspapers.
George, is the moon shining on South America, Canada, and half the whole world?
Well, probably is.
"9:30? Most of the lights are out. Oh no, there's Constable Warren trying a few doors down on Main Street. Oh, and here comes Editor Webb after putting his newspaper to bed.
Good evening, Bill.
Evening, Mr. Webb.
Quite a moon.
Yup.
All quiet tonight?
Simon Stimson is rolling around a little. Just saw his wife on the hunt for him now, so I looked the other way. There he is now.
Yes, good evening, Simon. The town seems to have settled down for the night pretty well, hasn't it? Yes, good evening. The town seems to have settled down. I suppose we better do the same. May I walk along a ways with you? Good night.
I don't know how that's going to end, Mr. Webb.
Yes, well, He's seen a peck of trouble, one thing after another. Oh, Bill, if you see my boy smoking cigarettes, just give him a word, will you? He thinks a lot of you, Bill.
I don't think he smokes no cigarettes, Mr. Webb. Leastways, not more than 2 or 3 a year.
Well, I hope not. Good night, Bill.
Good night, Mr. Webb.
Who is that up there? Is that you, Myrtle?
No, it's me, Papa.
Emily, why aren't you in bed?
I don't know, I just can't sleep yet, Papa. The moonlight is so wonderful. And the smell of Mrs. Gibbs' heliotrope. Can you smell it?
Yes. Have you any troubles on your mind? Have you, Emily?
Troubles? Papa, no.
Well, enjoy yourself, but don't let your mother catch you. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Papa.
Did I ever tell you about that letter Jane Crawford got from her minister when she was sick? Well, she wrote Jane a letter, and on the envelope, he addressed it like this. He wrote, Jane Crawford, the Crawford Farm, Grover's Corners, Sutton County, New Hampshire, the United States of America.
What's so funny about that?
But listen, it's not finished yet. The United States of America, the continent of North America, the Western Hemisphere, the Earth, the solar system, the universe, the mind of God. That's what it said on the envelope.
What do you know?
And the postman brought it, just the same.
What do you know?
Well, that's the end of the first act, friends. There'll be a 10-minute intermission, so come back in 10 minutes. Concessions and bathroom and yeah.
The sun's come up over 1,000 times. Summers and winters have cracked the mountains a little bit more.
And the rains have brought down some of the dirt.
Some babies that weren't even born yet have begun talking regular sentences already. And some people who thought themselves right young and spry have found that they can't bound up a flight of stairs anymore like they used to, without their hearts fluttering a little. All that can happen in 1,000 days. Nature's been pushing and contriving in other ways too.
A number of young people have fallen in love, and they got married.
Yes, the mountains have moved a few fractions of an inch. Millions of gallons of water have went by the mill.
Here and there, a new house was set up under a roof.
Almost everyone in the world gets married. You know what I mean? And in our town, there aren't hardly any exceptions.
Most people climb to their graves married.
The first act was called Daily Life.
This act is called Love and Marriage.
There's another act coming after this one. I reckon you can guess what that one's about.
Well, 3 years have gone by. 1907, July 7th, just after high school commencement. That's the time most of our young folk jump up and get married. It seems after they've passed their final examinations in Cicero's orations and solid geometry, they suddenly feel themselves fit to be married. It's early morning.
Only this time, it's been raining. It's been pouring and thundering.
There. You can hear the 5:45 for Boston.
And here's Mrs. Gibbs and Mrs. Webb come down to make breakfast, just as though it were an ordinary day.
I don't have to tell the women in my audience that these two ladies they see before them, these two ladies have cooked 3 meals a day, one for 20 years, the other for 40. They've raised 2 children apiece, washed and cleaned the house, and never a nervous breakdown. It's like what one of those Middle West poets said.
You've got to love life to have life, and you've got to have life to love life.
It's what they call a vicious circle.
Giddy up, Bessie.
Here comes Howie Newsom delivering the milk. And there's Cy Crowell delivering the papers like his brother before him.
Good morning, Howie.
Good morning, Cy. Anything in the papers I ought to know?
Nothing much. Except we're losing the best baseball pitcher Grover's Corner ever had. George Gibbs.
Reckon he is.
He could hit. He could run bases, too.
Yeah, mighty fine ball player. Whoa, Bessie! I guess I can stop and talk if I have a mind to.
I just don't see how you could give up such a thing just to get married. Would you, Howie?
Can't tell, Cy. Never had no talent that way. You're up early, Bill.
Seeing if there's anything I can do to prevent a flood. River's been arising all night.
Cy Crowell's all worked up here about George Gibbs retiring from baseball.
Yes, sir. That's the way it is. You know, back in '84, we had a player, Si. Even George Gibbs couldn't touch him. Name of, Hank Todd. He went down to Maine and became a parson. Wonderful ball player. Howie, how does the weather look to you?
Oh, it ain't bad. I think maybe it'll clear up for good. Come on, Bessie.
Good morning, Howie.
Good morning, Mrs. Gibbs.
Is it gonna rain again?
Rained so hard last night, think maybe it'll clear up for good.
I certainly hope it will.
My wife told me to tell you that we both hope they'll be very happy, Mrs. Gibbs. No, they will.
Thank you, Howie. And tell your wife I hope she gets there, to the wedding.
Oh, yes, yes. She'll be there. She'll be there if she can.
Morning, Mr. Newsom. Is it going to rain again?
Well, just saying to Mrs. Gibbs how it may lighten up.
I told you 4 quarts of milk, but I was hoping you could spare me another.
Of course. And the 2 of cream?
Please.
Mrs. Newsom told me to tell you how we both hope they'll be very happy, Mrs. Webb. No, they will.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Newsom. And we're counting on seeing you at the wedding.
Of course, yes. Couldn't miss it. Come on, Bessie.
Well, Ma, the day's come. You're losing one of your chicks.
Frank Gibbs, don't start with that. I feel like crying every minute.
Groom's upstairs shaving himself. Only there ain't an awful lot to shave. Whistling and singing, like he's glad to leave us. Every now and then he says, I do, to the mirror. But it don't sound convincing to me.
I declare, Frank, I don't know how he'll get along. I've arranged his clothes and he's seen to it. He's put warm things on. Frank, they're just too young. Emily won't think of such things. He'll catch his death of cold within a week.
I was remembering my wedding morning, Julia.
Oh, don't start with that, Frank Gibbs.
I was the scaredest young fella in the state of New Hampshire. I thought I'd make a mistake for sure. When I saw you coming down that aisle, I thought you were the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. Only trouble was, I'd never seen you before. There I was in the Congregational Church, marrying a total stranger.
And how do you think I felt? Weddings are perfectly awful things. Farces are what they are. Here, I've made something for you.
Why, Julia Hersey, French toast.
It ain't hard to make, and I had to do something.
How'd you sleep last night, Julia?
Well, I heard a couple of the hours struck off.
Yes. I get a shock every time I think of George setting out to be a family man. That great gangling thing. I tell you, there's nothing so terrifying in this world as a son. The relation of father and son is the darndest, awkwardest.
Well, mother and daughter's no picnic either, let me tell you.
They'll have lots of troubles, I suppose. But that's none of our business. Everyone has a right to their own troubles.
Yes. People are meant to go through life 2 by 2. It ain't natural to be lonesome.
Julia, you know one of the things I was most scared of when I first married you?
I'll go along with you.
I was afraid we wouldn't have material for conversation more than last us a few weeks. I was afraid we'd set out and eat our meals in silence. And that's a fact. Well, you and I have been conversing for 20 years now, without any noticeable barren spells.
Well, good weather, bad weather. Tain't very choice. Plus, I always find something to say. Did you hear Rebecca stirring around up there?
No. Only day she hasn't been managing everybody's business up there. She's hiding in her room. I get the impression she's crying.
For goodness sakes, Frank, this has got to stop. Rebecca, come and get your breakfast.
Good morning, everybody. Only 5 more hours to live.
George Gibbs, where are you going?
Just stepping across the grass to see my girl.
You don't go out of this house without you're prepared for it. You put on your overshoes, it's raining torrents.
Oh my, it's just a step.
George, you'll catch your death of cold and cough all throughout the service.
George, do as your mother tells you.
From tomorrow on, you can kill yourself in all weathers, but as long as you live in my house, you'll live wisely. Maybe Mrs. Webb isn't used to callers at 7 in the morning. Here, take a cup of coffee.
Be back in a minute. Good morning, Mother Webb.
Goodness, George, you frightened me. I can let you in from the wet, but you know I cannot ask you in.
Well, why not?
You know the rules as well as I do, George. The groom cannot see the bride on the day of the wedding.
Oh, that's just a superstition.
Is it?
Good morning, Mr. Webb.
Good morning, George.
Mr. Webb, you don't believe in that superstition, do you?
There's a lot of common sense in superstitions, George.
Millions have followed it, George, and you don't want to be the first to fly in the face of a custom.
How is Emily?
She hasn't waked up yet. Haven't heard a sound out of her.
Emily's asleep?
No wonder. We were up to all hours sewing and packing. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. You stay here and drink your cup of coffee with Mr. Webb, and I'll go upstairs and make sure Emily doesn't come down to surprise you. There's some bacon too, but don't be long about it.
Well, George, how are you?
Fine. I'm fine. Mr. Webb, what sense could there be in a superstition like that?
Well, you see, George, on her wedding day, a girl's head apt to be full of clothes and one thing after another. Don't you think that's it?
Yes. I hadn't thought of that.
A girl's apt to be mighty nervous on her wedding day.
I wish a fella could get married without all this marching up and down.
George, every man that's ever lived has felt about it that way. Although it hasn't been any use. Yes, it's the woman folk that have built up weddings, my boy. For a while now, the women seem to have it all on their own. A man looks mighty small at a wedding, George. All those good women standing shoulder to shoulder, making sure that knot is tied in a mighty public way.
But you believe in it, don't you, Mr. Webb?
Oh, yes, oh, yes. Don't you misunderstand me, my boy. Marriage is a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing. And don't you forget that.
No, sir. Mr. Webb, how old were you when you got married?
Well, you see, I had just been away to my old college in New York State and had begun to settle down. But Mrs. Webb, she wasn't much older than Emily is now. Oh, age hasn't much to do with it, my boy. Not so much compared as other things?
What were you going to say, Mr. Webb?
Oh, I don't know. Was I going to say something? George, the other night, I was remembering some advice that my father gave to me when I got married. Yes, Charles, he said. Charles, start right off showing who's boss, he said. Best thing to do is to give an order about something, even if it doesn't make sense, just so she'll learn to obey. And, yes, he said, if anything about her irritates you, her conversation or anything, get right up and leave the house. That'll show her. And, oh yes, he said, never let your wife know how much money you have. Never.
Mr. Webb, I don't think I could.
So I took the opposite of my father's advice, and I've been happy ever since. And let that be a lesson to you, George, never to ask advice on personal matters. Oh, George, are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
What?
Are you going to raise chickens on your farm?
Well, Uncle Luke's never been much interested, but
A book
I always
came
thought...
into my office the other day, George, on the Philo system of raising chickens. I want you to read it. I'm thinking of beginning a small way in the backyard myself, and I'm going to put an incubator in, and I'm going to...
Oh my goodness, are you talking about that old incubator again? I thought you two would be talking about something more worthwhile.
Well, Myrtle, if you want to give the boys some better advice, I'll just go upstairs and leave you two alone.
George, Emily's got to come downstairs now and eat her breakfast. She sends you her love, but she does not want to see you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Myrtle, you don't know anything about that older superstition.
What do you mean, Charles?
Since the cavemen, no bridegroom should see his father-in-law on the day of the wedding, or near it. Now remember that.
Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Webb. Now I'll have to interrupt again here. You see, we want to know how all this begun. This plan to spend a life together. You know how it is. You're 21 or 22, you make some decisions.
Then wish you're 70. You've been at your job for 50 years, and that white-haired human at your side has eaten over 50,000 meals with you.
But how do such things begin?
George and Emily are going to show you now the conversation they first had when they realized, as the saying goes, they were meant for each other.
But before they do it, I want you to try and remember what it felt like to have been very young. Particularly when you were first in love. When you were like a person sleepwalking. You were just a little bit crazy. Will you remember that, please?
Now, they'll be coming out of high school at 3 o'clock. George has just been elected president of the junior class, and as it's June, that means he'll be president all next year. And Emily's just been elected secretary and treasurer.
I don't have to tell you how important that is.
Yep. There they are coming down Main Street now.
I can't, Louise. I've got to go home. Maybe tomorrow then? Sure. Bye. Ernestine, do you want to come over tonight and do Latin? Oh, sure. Isn't that Cicero just the worst thing? Tell your mother you have to. Bye. Goodbye, Helen. Goodbye, Fred.
Can I carry your books home for you, Emily?
Thank you. It isn't far.
Excuse me a second. Say, Bob, if I'm a little late, start practice without me. Give Herb some long high ones.
Goodbye, Lizzie.
Bye, Lizzie. I'm awfully glad you were elected too, Emily.
Thank you.
Emily, why are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you.
You've been treating me awful funny lately.
Well, since you ask me, I may as well come right out and say... Goodbye, Miss Corcoran.
Bye, Miss Corcoran. What is it?
I don't like the whole change that's come over you in the last year. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. But I've got to tell the truth and shame the devil.
A change? How do you mean?
Well, up to a year ago, I used to like you a lot. And I used to watch you as you did everything. Because we'd been friends for so long. And then you started spending all your time at baseball. And you never stopped to speak to anybody anymore. Not even to your own family you didn't. And George, it's a fact. You've gotten awfully conceited and stuck up. And all the girls say so. Well, they may not say so to your face, but that's what they say about you behind your back. And it hurts me to hear them say it. But I've got to agree with them a little. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings. But I can't be sorry I said it.
I'm glad you said it, Emily. I didn't know such a change was happening to me. I guess it's hard for faults not to creep into one's character.
Well, I always expect a man to be perfect, and I think he should be.
Oh. Well, I don't think it's possible to be perfect.
Well, my father is. And as far as I can see, your father is. Well, there's no reason on earth why you shouldn't be too.
Well, I feel it's the other way around, that men aren't naturally good, but girls are.
Oh, you may as well know right now that I am not perfect. It's not as easy for a girl to be perfect as a man because, well, we girls are more nervous. Now, I'm sorry I said all that about you. I don't know what made me say it.
Emily.
No, I can suddenly see that it isn't the truth at all, and I suddenly feel...
Emily, would you like to grab an ice cream soda with me before you go home?
Why, thank you. I would.
Hey, Stu, how are you?
Fine and dandy, George.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Slocum.
Hello, George. Hello, Emily. What do you have? Why, Emily Webb. What you been crying about?
She just had an awful scare, Mr. Morgan. She almost got run over by that hardware store wagon. Everyone says that Tom Huckins drives like a crazy man.
Now, you take a drink of water, Emily. You look all shook up. I say, you gotta look both ways before crossing Main Street these days. It gets worse every year. What do you have?
Oh, I'll have a strawberry phosphate. Thank you.
No, Emily, have an ice cream soda with me. 2 strawberry ice cream sodas, Mr. Morgan.
2 strawberry ice cream sodas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are 125 horses in Grover's Corners this minute that I'm talking to you. State inspector was in here yesterday, and now they're bringing in these automobiles. I say, the best thing you can do is just stay home. Why, I can remember a day when a dog could fall asleep in the middle of Main Street, and nothing come along to disturb him all day. Here they are. Enjoy them. Yes, Mrs. Ellis, what can I do for you?
They're so expensive.
No, don't you think of that. We're celebrating our election. And then do you know what else I'm celebrating?
No.
I'm celebrating because I have a friend that tells me all the things that ought to be told me.
George, please don't think of that. I don't know why I said it. It's not true.
No, Emily, you stick to it. I'm glad you spoke to me the way you did. But you'll see, I'm gonna change so quick. You bet I'm gonna change. And Emily, can I ask you a favor?
What?
Emily, if I go away to state agriculture school next year, would you write me a letter once in a while?
I certainly will. I certainly will, George. It certainly seems like being away 3 years, you'd get out of touch with things. And maybe letters from Grover's Corners wouldn't feel so interesting after a while. Grover's Corners isn't a very important place when you think of all of New Hampshire. But I think it's a very nice town.
There wouldn't come a day when I wouldn't want to know everything that's going on here. I know that's true.
Well, I'll try to make my letters interesting.
You know, whenever I meet a farmer, I ask him if he thinks it's important to go to agriculture school to be a good farmer.
Why, George?
Yeah, and most of them say that it's not important anyway. You can get all the information out of the pamphlets the government sends out. And Uncle Luke's getting old. He's about ready for me to start tomorrow if I could.
My.
And like you said, being gone all that time in other places and meeting other people, gosh, if anything like that should happen to me, I don't want to leave. I guess new people aren't any better than old ones. Emily, I feel you're as good a friend as I've got. I don't need to go see the other people in other places.
But, George, maybe it's important for you to go and learn all that about cattle judging and soils and those things. Of course, I don't know.
Emily, I'm going to make up my mind right now. I won't go. I'll tell Pa about it tonight.
Why, George, I don't see why you have to decide right now. It's a whole year away.
Emily, I'm glad you spoke to me about that fault in my character. What you said was right, but there was one thing wrong in it. And that was when you said that I wasn't noticing people. And you, for instance, why you say you were watching me as I did everything. Well, I was doing the same to you all that time. Why, sure, I always made sure where you were sitting on the bleachers and who you were with. And for 3 days now, I've been trying to walk home with you. Yesterday, I was standing against the wall when you went home with Miss Corcoran.
George, life's awful funny. How could I have known that? Why,
Emily, I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to college next year. I feel that once you meet a person you're fond of, and one that's fond of you too, and likes you enough to be interested in your character, well, I feel that's just as important as college is. Maybe even more so.
I think it's awfully important too.
Emily?
Yes, George?
Emily, if I do improve and make a big change, would you be? I mean, could you be?
I am now. I always have been.
So I guess this is an important talk we've been having.
Yeah. Yes.
Wait here a minute and I'll walk you home. Mr. Morgan, I'm going to have to go home to get the money to pay for this.
George Gibbs, you mean to tell me that you forgot?
Yes, but I had my reasons, Mr. Morgan. Here's my gold watch till I get the money.
Keep your gold watch, George. I'll trust you.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I'll trust you 10 years, George. Not a day over. Got all over your shock, Emily?
Oh, yeah, it was nothing. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
I'm ready.
Well, let's get on with the wedding. There are a lot of things to be said about a wedding. There are a lot of thoughts that go on during a wedding. We can't fit them all into one wedding naturally, especially not one in Grover's Corners, where they're awfully plain and short. In this wedding, I play the minister. That gives me the right to say a few more things about it. For a while, while now, our play will get pretty serious. You see, some churches say that marriage is a sacrament. I don't quite know what that means, but I can guess. It's like what Mrs. Gibbs said a few moments ago. People were made to live 2 by 2. This is a good wedding. But even at good weddings, there's so much confusion that goes on down deep in people's minds. We thought that that ought to be in our play too. The real hero of this scene isn't on stage at all. And you all know who that is. It's like what one of those European fellas said. Every child born into the world is nature's attempt to make the perfect human being. Well, we've seen nature pushing and contriving for some time now. We all know that nature's interested in quantity, but I think she's interested in quality as well. That's why I'm in the ministry. And we can't forget about all the other witnesses at this wedding. The ancestors. Millions of them. Most of them set out to live 2 by 2 also. Millions of them. Well, that's my sermon. It wasn't very long anyway.
Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday or Wednesday, break my heart. Thursday doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Monday always comes too late. Friday, never hesitate. I don't care if Monday's black. Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack. Thursday, never looking back. It's Friday, I'm in love.
First, I am crying. I suppose there's nothing to cry about. It came over me at breakfast this morning. There was Emily eating her breakfast, as she's done for 17 years, and now she's gone off to eat it at someone else's house. And I suppose that's it. And Emily, she suddenly said, I can't eat another mouthful, and she put her head down on the table and she cried. Oh, I have just got to say it. There is something so cruel about sending our girls out into marriages this way. I hope her girlfriends have told her a thing or two. It's cruel, I know, but I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I went into it blind as a bat myself. The whole world's wrong. That's what's the matter. There they come.
Hey, George, George!
There was a lot of that back in the day. Roman earlier. We're more civilized now. So they say.
George, what's the matter?
Ma, I don't want to grow old. Why is everybody
You
pushing
wanted
me
this.
so? No, Ma, listen to me.
George, you are a man now.
Listen, Ma, for the last time. All I want is to be a fellow.
George, if anyone were to hear of you, I'm ashamed of you.
Where's Emily?
George, you gave me such a turn.
Cheer up, Ma. I'm getting married. Ma, you saved Thursday nights. Emily and I are coming to dinner every Thursday night, you'll see. What are you crying for? Come on, we gotta get ready for this.
I've never felt more alone in my entire life. And George over there looking so... I hate him!
Emily, you know everything's going to be all right.
But Papa, I don't want to get married.
Emily, you know everything's going to be all right.
Why can't I stay for a while just as I am? Let's go away!
No, Emily. You know everything's going to be all right.
Don't you remember what you used to say? All the time you used to say, all the time that I was your girl. Oh, well, there must be lots of places we can go. I could work for you. I could keep house.
No, Emily. You mustn't think of such things. You're just nervous. George, can you come here a minute? Why, you're marrying the finest fellow in the world. George is a fine fellow.
Papa.
George, I'm giving away my daughter. Do you think you can take care of her?
Mr. Webb, I want to. I want to try. Emily, I'm going to do my best. I love you, Emily. I need you.
Well, if you love me, help me. All I want is someone to love me.
I will, Emily. Emily, I'll try.
You mean forever? Do you hear forever and ever?
Come, they're waiting for us. Now you know everything will be all right. Come quick.
Do you, George, take this woman,
This
Emily?
is just a lovely wedding. I have never seen such a more lovely wedding. Have you? No. I don't know why, but I could just cry. I love seeing young people happy. That's all that really matters. And Emily, she just makes such a lovely bride.
I do.
Oh, this is just beautiful. I've never seen anything so beautiful in my entire life. And Okay.
The rings. I've married over 200 couples in my day. Do I believe in it? I don't know. M marries N, millions of them. The cottage, the go-kart, the Sunday afternoon drives in the Ford. The first rheumatism, the grandchildren, the second rheumatism, the deathbed, and the reading of the will. Wasn't 1,000 times as interesting? Let's have Mendelssohn's Wedding March.
A lovely, lovely couple.
Well, that's all for the second act, folks.
Time for a wedding.
Excuse you.
Down, do your dance, do your Cupid dance. Down, and trying to do somebody go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance, you gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance, it's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go, we gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Down, down, do your work. Come on, let me see you do the down, down, whoa, whoa, oh yeah. Come on, down, down. Let me see you do the shuffle, baby. Now walk it by yourself. Now you see what I'm talking about. I represent for the dirty South, where we're known for swinging.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. They dug me my very own garden, gave me sunshine, made me happy. Nice dream, nice dream, nice I call up my friend, the good angel, but she's out with her answer phone. She says that she'd love to come help electrocute us all. Nice dream, nice dream, nice dream.
13.
Gradual changes in Grover's Corners. Horses are getting rarer. Farmers are coming into town in Fords.
Ain't been any burglars in town yet, but everybody's heard of them.
You'd be surprised, though. On the whole, things don't change much around here.
This is certainly an important part of Grover's Corners. It's on a hilltop, a windy hilltop, lots of sky, lots of clouds, often lots of sun and moon and stars. You come up here on a fine afternoon and you can see range on range of hills. Awful blue they are. Yes, up there, all the way up, if you've got a glass. You can see the White Mountains, and Mount Washington right here, and all these towns that lie around it. Jaffrey and East Jaffrey, and Peterborough and Dublin. And there, quite a ways down, is Grover's Corners. Yes. Beautiful spot up here, mountain laurels and lilacs.
You know, I often wonder why people like to be buried in Woodland and Brooklyn when they might pass time up here in New Hampshire. They're the old stone 1670, 1680. Strong-minded people that came a long way to be independent. And summer people walk among the tombstones laughing at the funny words.
Don't do any harm.
And genealogists from Boston, they get paid by city people for looking up their ancestry. They want to make sure that they're daughters of the American Revolution or the Mayflower.
Guess that don't do much harm either.
Wherever you come near the human race, there's layers and layers of nonsense!
Over there are some Civil War veterans. Iron flags on their graves. New Hampshire boys.
New Hampshire boys had a notion that the Union ought to be kept together, though they'd never seen more than 50 miles of it themselves. All they knew was the name, friends. The United States of America. The United States of America.
And then they went and died about it.
This here is a new part of the cemetery. Here's your friend, Miss Gibbs. And let me see. Here's Mr. Simpson.
Oh, and Mrs. Soames, who loved the wedding so much, you remember? She got so nervous. And so many others. Editor Webb's boy, Wallace, whose appendix burst on a Boy Scout trip to Crawford Notch.
Now, there are some things we all know, but we don't take them out and look at them very often. We all know that something is eternal, and it ain't the houses, and it ain't the names, and it ain't the earth. It ain't even the stars. Everybody knows in their bones that something is eternal, and that something has to do with human beings. All the greatest people ever lived have been telling us that for 5,000 years, and yet you'd be surprised by how many people are losing hold of it. There is something way deep down that's eternal about every human being.
You know as well as I do that the dead don't stay interested in us living people for very long. Gradually, they lose hold of the earth and the pleasures they had and the ambitions they had and the things they suffered and the people they loved. They got weaned away from the earth. That's the way I put it, weaned away. And they stay here while the earth part of them burns away, burns out. And all that time, they slowly get indifferent to what's going on in Grover's Corners. They're waiting. They're waiting for something they feel is coming, something big and important.
Aren't they waiting for the eternal part in them to come out clear?
Some of the things they're going to say maybe will hurt your feelings, but that's the way it is. Mother and daughter, husband and wife, enemy and enemy, money and miser. All of those terribly important things grow kind of pale around here. And what's left when your memory's gone? And your identity, Mrs. Kaufman? Well, here are some living people. Here's Joe Stoddard, our undertaker, supervising a new made grave. And would you look at that? Here's a Grover's Corners boy who left town to go out west.
Good afternoon, Joe Stoddard.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me see. Do I know you?
I'm Sam Craig.
Gracious sakes alive of all people. Should have known that you'd be back for the funeral. You've been away a long time, Sam.
Yes, I've been away over 12 years now. I'm doing business out in Buffalo now, Joe. But I was in the East when I heard news of my cousin's death. So I thought I'd combine things a little and come and see the old home. You look well.
Yes, I can't complain. I always say I hate to supervise when a young person is taken.
Yes.
I came here early. My son's supervising at the home.
No, old Farmer McCarty. I used to do chores for him after school. He had the lumbago.
Yes, we brought him here a number of years ago now.
Why, this is my Aunt Julia. I'd forgotten that she'd... Of course.
Yes, Doc Gibbs lost his wife 2-3 years ago now, and today's another pretty bad blow for him too.
Do they choose their own verses much, Joe?
No, not usual. Mostly the bereaved.
Doesn't sound like my Aunt Julia. See, there aren't many of those Hershey sisters left now. I wanted to look for my fathers and mothers.
Oh, over by the Craigs, Avenue F.
That's my sister Carrie's boy, Sam. Sam Craig.
I'm always uncomfortable when they're around.
Simon.
Oh, he was organist at church, wasn't he? Drank a lot, we used to say.
Yes, he'd seen a peck of trouble. Took his own life, you know.
Did he?
Yes, he hung himself in the attic. No one is supposed to know about it, though, but of course it got around. He chose his own epitaph, you know. It ain't a verse exactly.
Why, it's just some notes of music. What is it?
Oh, I wouldn't know. It was written up in the Boston papers at the time.
Joe, what did she die of?
Who?
My mother. My cousin.
Oh, you didn't know? She had some trouble bringing in a baby into the world. 'Twas her second, though. There's a little boy about 4 years old now.
Grave's going to be over there?
Yes, it's going to be next to the Gibbses. It's going to be in section 2. Now, if you excuse me, I can see that they're coming.
Who is it? Julia?
My daughter-in-law, Emily Webb.
Well, I declare, the road up here must have been awful muddy. What did she die of, Julia?
Childbirth.
Childbirth! Well, I'd forgotten all about that. My, wasn't life awful? And wonderful.
Wonderful, was it?
Simon, now remember.
I remember Emily's wedding. It was a lovely wedding. And I remember Emily reading class poems at graduation exercises. She was one of the youngest, most brightest girls to ever graduate high school. I heard Principal Wilkins say so time after time. I called on them at their farm just before I died. It was a perfectly beautiful farm.
It's on the same road that we lived on.
Yep, right smart, Farm.
That they'd sing a hymn.
Hello, Emily.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Gibbs.
Hello, Mother Gibbs.
Hello, Emily.
Hello. It's raining.
Yes. They'll be gone soon, dear. Just rest yourself.
It seems thousands and thousands of years since Papa remembered that was my favorite hymn. Oh, I wish I'd been here a long time. I don't like being new here. Oh, how do you do, Mr. Stimson?
How do you do, Emily?
Mother Gibbs, George and I have made that farm into just the best place you ever saw. We thought of you all the time. We wanted to show you the new barn and the great long cement drinking fountain for the stock. We bought that out of the money you left us.
I did?
Well, don't you remember, Mother Gibbs, the legacy you left us? Why, it was over $350.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Well, there's a patent device on the drinking fountain so that it never overflows, Mother Gibbs, and it never sinks below a certain mark they have there. It's fine. It won't be the same to George without me. But it's a lovely farm. Live people don't understand, do they?
No, they don't.
They're sort of shut up in little boxes, aren't they? I feel as though I knew them last 1,000 years ago. My little boy is spending the day at Mrs. Carter's. Oh, Mr. Carter, my little boy is spending the day at your house.
Is he?
Yes, he loves it there. Mother Gibbs, we have a Ford too. Never gives us any trouble. I don't drive, though. Mother Gibbs, when does this feeling go away of being one of them? How long does...
Just wait. Be patient.
I know. Look, they're finished. They're going. Look, Father Gibbs is bringing some of my flowers to you. He looks just like George, doesn't he? Oh, Mother Gibbs, I never realized before how troubled and how in the dark live persons are. Look at him. I loved him so. From morning till night. That's all they are. Troubled.
A little cooler than it was.
Yes, the rain cooled it off a little.
Those northeast winds always do the same thing, don't they?
If it isn't a rain, it's a 3-day blow.
But, Mother Gibbs, one can go back. One can go back there again into living? Well, I feel it. I know it. Why,
my lap plain as
Yes,
day.
of course you can, but
I can go and live all those days over again? But why not?
all I say is, Emily, don't.
Well, it's true, isn't it? I can go and live back there again.
Yes, some have tried, but they soon come back here.
Emily, don't. It isn't what you'd think it'd be.
But I won't live over a sad day. I'll choose a happy one. I'll choose the day I first knew I loved George. Why should that be painful?
Because you not only live it, you watch yourself living it.
Yes?
And as you do, you see the thing that they down there never realize. You see the future. You know what's going to happen afterward.
But is that painful?
That isn't the only reason you shouldn't do it, Emily. When you have been here long enough, you'll see that our reason is to forget all of that and think only of what's ahead. And be ready for what's ahead. When you've been here longer, you will understand.
But Mother Gibbs, how could I ever forget that life? It's all I know. It's all I had.
Emily, it isn't wise. Really, it isn't.
But it's a thing I must know for myself. I'll choose a happy
No.
day anyway.
Choose an unimportant day. It'll be important enough.
Then it can't be since I was married, or since the baby was born. Oh, well, I can choose a birthday, can't I? I choose my 12th birthday.
All right. February 11th, 1899. A Tuesday. Would you like any specific time of day?
Oh, I want the whole day.
We'll begin at dawn. You remember, it had been snowing for several days, but it had stopped the night before and they'd begun clearing the roads. The sun is coming up.
Why, there's Main Street. And that's Mr. Morgan's drugstore before he changed it. And that's the livery stable.
Yes, it's 1899. This is 14 years ago.
Oh, that's the town I knew as a little girl. And look, there's the old white fence that used to be around our house. Oh, I'd forgotten that. Oh, I love it so. Are they inside?
Yes. Your mother will be coming down any minute now to make breakfast.
Will she?
And you remember? Your father had been away for several days, but he came back on the early morning train.
No.
He'd been back to his college to make a speech in New York at Clinton.
There's Howie Newsom. And there's our policeman. But he's dead. He died.
Giddy up, Bessie. Morning, Bill.
Good morning, Howie.
You're up early.
Been rescuing a party darn near froze to death in the Polish town there. Fella got drunk and lay out in the snowdrifts. He thought he was in bed when I shook him.
There's Joe Crowell.
Good morning, Howie. Good morning, Mr. Warren.
Children, time to get up.
Mama, I'm here. Oh, how young Mama looks. I didn't know Mama was ever that young.
You can come and dress by the fire if you'd like, but hurry. Morning, Mr. Newsom. It's cold.
Nearly 10 below on that barn, Mrs. Webb.
Think of it. Keep yourself wrapped up.
Mama, I can't find my blue hair ribbon anywhere.
Just open your eyes, dear, that's all. I laid it out for you on the dresser there special. If it were a snake, it would bite you.
Yes, yes.
Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Mr. Webb. You're up early.
Yes, just been back to my old college back in New York State. Has there been any trouble here?
Well, I was called up this morning to save a Polish fella. Darn near froze to death, he was.
We must get it in the paper.
It wasn't much.
Papa,
Good morning, Myrtle.
How'd it go, Charles?
Oh, fine, I guess. I told him a few things. Has everything been all right here?
Can't think of anything that's happened special. It's been right cold. Howie Newsom said it's 10 below over by his barn.
Yes, well, it's colder than that at Hamilton College. Students' ears are falling off. It ain't Christian. Paper have any mistakes in it?
None that I've noticed. Coffee's ready when you want it. Don't forget, it's Emily's birthday. Did you remember to get her something?
Yes, I've got something right here. Where's my girl? Where's my
Don't
birthday
interrupt her
girl?
now, Charles. She's slow enough as it is. Children, no, I don't want to call you again.
I can't bear it. They're so young and beautiful. Why did they ever have to get old? Mama, I'm here. I'm grown up. I love you all. Everything. I can't look at everything hard enough. Good morning, Mama.
The happiest birthday to my girl and many happy returns. There's some surprises on the table.
Oh, Mama, you shouldn't have. I can't.
But birthday or no birthday, I need you to eat your breakfast good and slow. I need you to grow up to be a good, strong girl. That in the yellow paper is from your Aunt Carrie. And I reckon you can guess who brought in the postcard album. George Gibbs. Must have come over bright, cold, and early. It's very nice of him.
Oh, George, I'd forgotten that.
Chew that bacon good and slow. It'll help you keep warm on a cold day.
Mama, just this once look at me as though you really saw me. Mama, 14 years have gone by. I'm dead. You're a grandmother, Mama. I married George Gibbs, Mama. Wally's dead too, Mama. His appendix burst on a camping trip to North Conway. Oh, we felt just terrible about it, don't you remember? But just for a moment now, we're all together. But just for a moment now, we're happy. And let's look at one another.
That in the blue paper is something I found in the attic among your grandmother's things. You're old enough to have it now, and I thought you'd like it.
And this is from you. Oh, it's just lovely, and it's just what I wanted. It's beautiful.
I hoped you'd say that. I hunted all over. Your aunt couldn't find one in Concord, so I had to send all the way to Boston. Wally has something for you, too. I don't know what it is myself, but he made it in manual training class, so make sure you make a big fuss of it. Your father has something for you, too. Didn't show me what that is, either. Oh, there he comes.
Where's my girl? Where's my birthday girl?
I can't. I can't go on. It goes so fast. We don't have time to look at one another. I didn't realize. So all that was going on, and we never noticed. Take me back up the hill to my grave. But first, wait. One more look. Goodbye. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, Grover's Corners. Mama. And Papa. And goodbye to clocks ticking and Mama's sunflowers.
coffee and new ironed dresses and hot baths and sleeping and waking up. Oh, Earth, you are too wonderful for anybody to realize you. Do any human beings ever realize life while they live it? Every minute.
No. The saints and the poets, maybe. They do. Some.
I'm ready to go back now.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do, they were all yellow.
Were you happy? No. I should have listened to you. It's all human beings are. Just blind people.
Emily, look at the stars. They're coming out.
Oh, Mr. Stimson, I should have listened to them.
Yes. Now you know. Now you know that is what it was to be alive. To move about in a cloud of ignorance, trampling up and down on the feelings of those who care about you. To spend and waste time as though you had a million years. To be always at the mercy of one self-centered passion or another. Yes, now you know. That was the happy existence you wanted to go back to. Ignorance. And blindness.
Simon Stimson, that isn't the whole truth and you know it. Emily, look at that star. I forget its name.
My boy Joel was a sailor. He knew them all. He used to sit on the porch evenings and tell them all by name. The star's mighty good company. Yes, yes, 'tis.
Oh, and here's one of them coming.
That's funny. Ain't no time for one of them to be here. Goodness sakes.
Mother Gibbs. It's George.
Just rest yourself.
It's George.
Your skin. And my boy Joel,
Yeah,
knew the
your
stars.
skin and bones.
Used to say it took millions of years for that speck of light to get on down to the earth.
Something beautiful.
It doesn't seem like anyone could believe it, but
No,
that's what he used to say.
no, I love you
Millions
so.
of years. Goodness, that's nowhere.
I love you
He
so.
ought to be home.
Mother Gibbs.
Yes, Emily?
They don't understand, do they?
No, dear. They don't understand.
Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turning to something beautiful.
asleep in Grover's Corners. There are a few lights on. Shorty Hawkins, down at the depot, has just watched the Albany train go by. And over at the livery stable, somebody's sitting up late, talking.
Yes, it's clearing up. Stars are doing their old crisscross journeys across the sky.
Scholars haven't settled the matter yet, but they seem to believe that there are no living beings up there. Just chalk or fire. Only this one is straining away to make something of itself. This strain is so bad, every 16 hours, everybody lays down and gets a rest.
11 o'clock in Grover's Corners. You get a good rest too. Good night.